Sorry guys, people came home and I had to move upstairs. So away from the crazy. So the next kind of thing was showing. The problem with that is every time the trailer came after the first show, I'd literally be freaking out, crying, telling my mom to come get me because I was so afraid of being sick in public. My anxiety was making me really sick. I canceled countless amount of shows, but I was also able to sometimes get myself to go and push myself. Um, I had such a good support system, honestly, at this point, and this is when it just started getting really bad. So we're by the end of the show season, I was okay. I did a few shows, even though sometimes it's like, why am I doing this? Like, do I really want to do it, or am I just doing it because I feel like I should? I did love it. It's just um, when you're so petrified to do something you love, it takes a toll on you. So by the end of show season, things were a little rough. It was kind of sunk back into my avoid people kind of phase. But then we decided to go on a trip. So we went to Bermuda on a cruise because I wouldn't fly. So we're up in Bermuda and things are going okay until I realized we had to hitchhike half the trip. So me and my mom are hitchhiking and I'm petrified to drive with people because I'm so afraid of being sick in their car and around them or anything. It's just embarrassing myself like that. Um, I ended up pushing myself like crazy on that trip. I was doing things that I haven't done in years, and it was such an amazing moment for me. So I was really happy I did that. We came back, and I crossed the border, and everyone was vacating my barn, like where I was boarding, and I didn't know. Everyone was like, "Where's your horse? Like, is he there? Is he gone? Is he moved?" So it was so stressful, and luckily, and I remember I wasn't working at this point, so it was really hard for me to. I was freaking out pretty much because I was working off my board. Because my anxiety, I couldn't work, so I was like freaking out. And this is when I really started taking a toll. So I finally moved, and luckily I had amazing friends. First Nature Usually Trailers, my horse helped me out crazy with board, and I owe her like everything because I wouldn't have him if it wasn't for her. And so I was there about a month. It wasn't working out for me. Like loved the place, it was just a little too far for me, and my horse just wasn't fitting in like I expected. Um, he kind of needed to be on private turnout, and I couldn't really have that. Um, but oh, she's such a sweet lady that had it, and she's good about the whole thing. Like love the place. It was just kind of the distance. So I finally go back to where my old barn manager who left the last place was, and I'm still there a year and a half later. So happy to be there. Um, Once again, I hurt her like a lot. She helped me out so much. Um, I've been really thankful to have so many people in my life that have helped me out like that. Um, and so I was able to kind of get a little back on track. I started teaching riding lessons, and sorry, my house making a noise. Teaching riding lessons and helping out with the horses and all that stuff, and just kind of working there on a daily basis up until around February, and I got there in September. Then I started feeling really sick again, and I wasn't able to get up as much as I wanted to. I kind of had to stop doing that. I went back to just kind of teaching the odd lesson, and that was okay. Um, I was able to do that and manage. So now we're gonna kind of jump forward to summer of that year. So at this point, I've been here almost a year, and there almost a year, and this is where things get a little rough. I was teaching one of the students I had, and I had to book a really early. This is still kind of, I think it was May, I think May, yeah. I was teaching a student that I had, and I had to get up really early. I was trying to push myself because she was helping me out a bit. So I was really trying to push myself and do it, and it just ended up making me really sick, and I couldn't do it, and I had to stop all lessons. So that was really tough, and ended up having to part board my horse out to cover my board. Um, but I was still managing, and it was just really tough because I really wanted to work, but I couldn't. It was just frustrating, and she ended up getting a horse coming there or whatever. It just was bad. Um, and then sorry, something wrong. So this is now, I'd say, August, and ever since that lesson kind of thing, I was afraid to kind of ride around people because I was so afraid of being sick. Once again, back to how it was when I was 16, now 18, and it happened again. I was petrified. I still am. I still won't ride if I can avoid it. I'll I'll kind of wait till I'm by myself and go up really early in the morning or late at night when everyone's kind of gone. And not because I don't want to see anyone, because I love everyone there. It's just the fear. Literally, every time I'm driving up there, I start freaking out and shaking if I know anyone's going to be there. And it's just awful because I want to see everyone so bad and I miss them, but I don't know how to stop this feeling. And unless it's kind of on my terms late at night, I can't. I tried, and I still keep trying. I keep kind of, I'll drive there and maybe I'll stop at Timmy's Book. No, just do it, just do it. It's like the idea of getting out of the car and going up to them, it just makes me panic and freak out. It's like, what if in between that time I'm walking there, I feel really sick and I get sick? How do I can't express how I'm feeling when I'm like that. And I know people know about it, but I don't think many people know the extent of it. And they're very like supportive and like they do understand. It's just tough. So yeah, and I ended up getting over it for a bit. So I think from September I was okay. Then I got really bad again. And I didn't see anybody at the farm for about 4 months and totally avoided them. Not that I was trying to, well, I was, but it wasn't that I didn't want to see them. Once again, it was my health. And I think that was something I really tried to explain to people is I want to see you, it's my health. I can't help it. I turn like a light switch. Like 1 minute I could be absolutely fine. The next minute my ulcers will irritate me because I have ulcers in my stomach. And I'll start feeling sick. And then my anxiety goes and it's just downhill from there. So that's pretty much where I'm at now. I tried a few times to get over it. This is now 2016, and oh God, what month was it? March. So I think February I was able to get up and be up there all day with people and everything. That was really good. But I'm really happy I'm at a place where I don't have to worry about my horse because I know he's taken care of, and I hope I never have to leave this place. And I love it. But that is kind of where I'm at now. I'm kind of avoiding people a little bit. Like, I'm very social and I still love going to the mall and doing all this stuff. Doesn't bother me. It's just certain situations that kind of trigger the anxiety. And I want to make this video to kind of explain. And I feel like I'm at a point now where it almost is a motivator to maybe help other people. And maybe if I'm able to share my experience, I can push myself a little more, if you guys understand. And so I'm hoping to kind of do these daily vlogs. I'll try to do them daily. They might not be every day. And I'll kind of take you out with me if I go somewhere and just kind of explain some of this process in my head and just take you out to the farm and you can kind of just see what my life's like. And hope that I'm able to help you because I haven't really found one person that has the fear of being sick in public. I know people that have the fear of being sick and getting the flu and stuff. And then I know people with social anxiety or generalized anxiety, but I haven't found anyone with what I have. And if anybody has this, the fear of just being sick in public, please like message me because I would love to talk to someone else that has it too. Because I think it's good to have someone else to kind of talk to about these things. So I'm hoping that this video wasn't too tedious and long and all over the place. I tried to just kind of tell you what I'm a little bit about and how things are for me because the thing right now that bugs me the absolute most is I want to work so bad, but it's like the idea of working and like a job. What if I'm working and I feel like sick from 1 minute to the next? And I'm in the process of talking to my friend about getting me a job at the Food Basics. I feel like I'm 20 years old now. I'm pretty much done high school. And yes, it took me a little longer to get it done, but it's done. And so I'm hoping once I start working, it'll be so much easier for me. But that's just the next hurdle. My dream is to work for Victoria's Secret, like the modeling and stuff like that, but that's a very far dream. So right now my dream is to just be able to live semi-normal life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or anything, just message me, leave a comment below. I think it should be open. Also check out my other channel, Kat Dorsey, if you want to check out some of my riding footages and videos, my montage videos. And thank you. Bye guys.